the grandson the right thought. They mad at the grandson, y'all. The world is mad at the grandson. And it really ain't no surprise, you know. Yahusha said that, marvel not when you're hated. You see? You're hated because of the truth. So whenever truth rears its head, there's going to be some hate that's going to come with it. You got to expect it. You got to know it. You got to have thick skin to be in this fight. You see? Because there's always an enemy trying to distort the truth, trying to tear the truth down. Hasn't there been since the beginning? You know, there are some things in life that are just true. One of those things is the inevitable fact that you're going to have to deal with hateration if you're in the truth. Remember I said in my video, prepare your heart for tribulation, because here it comes, you see. The hate gonna come. And because I've said some very profound things on my latest videos, so the world gonna be upset, you know? They mad. They mad about that. Because they scared, because they shit falling. Their lies are falling. You see, and being replaced with the truth. The lie don't want to go away. Y'all got to understand that. The lie don't want to leave. It wants to have its place remain. You see? If you were sitting on a throne posing as a king or a queen, and then you got deposed and placed for the real king, wouldn't you be upset? Wouldn't you be angry? You see? But you have to know that when you come into this truth, you have to be prepared. Like I said, you got to have thick skin. You have to have already dealt with your demons. You have to have already dealt with what's going on in your personal life, so that you can stand with authority when you give the word of the Most High in truth, without worrying about yourself and worrying about your own flaws and things and where He brought you from. You got to understand, when the Most High chose Israel, it says Israel was filthy. He cleaned her up and chose her and washed her, just like He did all of us. So we all were filthy when we were chosen by the Most High, and He cleaned us up and made us His. You see? So you have to have dealt with that in your life. You have to have dealt with whatever it was when you were filthy and you were dirty. You have to deal with that, because when you come into the truth, they're going to hurl accusations at you. You see? To try to get people to not listen to you, to try to get people to not come toward you. Whenever it's the time for somebody to come toward you, be prepared for the attack, to try to push them out. It's coming. Because that's what this has all been about, is keeping that from ever coming together. That's what it's all been about. So, of course, now we're at the time of culmination. I told you, the time of consummation, the time when things are becoming one. So there's a great attack to try to destroy that, to try to pull it apart again, so that it won't become what it's to be. That's what it's always been from the beginning. And they were dancing and having a good time as long as there was separation. You see? But there's no longer any separation. We're able to see clearly. Our spirits bear witness with the Spirit that it's true. People try to, another thing, let me just tell you guys this. Another thing, when people try to hurl accusations at you and say you're this and you're that and you're this, how many mouths are speaking those accusations? Because the scriptures say that out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let a thing be established. So if somebody accuses somebody of something, is it one person telling it to you, or is it multiple people telling it to you? There are multiple witnesses saying, yes, I bear witness that this is this thing about this person. I know it. Or is it just one person by themselves? Because if it's one person by themselves, that means they're a fucking liar. Because the scriptures say that a thing has to be established out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, saying the same thing. You see? Remember, you guys, what they got out here in the world? They got this Me Too movement, I think it's called, with the girl got touched and shit, and then sexual harassment case, and then now another girl came up and said Me Too, and then another girl said Me Too. See, out of the mouth of many witnesses, you see, that's the way it works. If one girl says, hey, that nigga touched me, people won't believe it. But when 30 and 40 girls come forward and say Me Too, Me Too, Me Too, now they say, okay, it's got to be, because it's established out of the mouth of many witnesses all saying the same thing about this person. That's righteous judgment. Not judging by the seeing of our eyes or the hearing of our ears, but judging righteous judgment. You see? So like I said, you have to be prepared for it to have thick skin, because people have thrown everything at the grandson. You see? Because the grandson was a filthy rag too at one time that had to be made clean. He has put everybody under sin. He has classified all under sin that he can show his grace on all and his mercy upon all. Shit, you're going to praise your God double when he's giving you grace and mercy. If it's good, if he was just always just good to you all the time and nothing ever befell you and you were saved from it, you wouldn't have as much gratitude. But when you've been saved by your God, now you have much gratitude, you see. Simple. So, like I said, when you come into the truth, they're going to try to throw all kinds of shit at you. I don't know if y'all can see me from this way. My bad, y'all. It is what it is. But they're going to try to throw all kinds of shit at you. You see? Saying you're this, you're that, you're this, you're this, you're that, you're that. Okay, how many witnesses you got? Just one? We ain't listening to you then. You're going to have to come with some more people saying the same shit, or it's a lie. And you've been found to be a liar according to the scripture. You see? And sometimes you just have to stand on your truth. When people hurl accusations at you, you have to just stand on your truth and wait. That's the thing about being in truth. You don't have to have fear. You don't have to run and hide because somebody accused you of something. If it's not true, it's not true. It won't stand. You just stand on your truth, Israel. Remember what Yahusha did? He stood on his truth and he was quiet before those accusers. They accused him. Base men. They hurled false accusations at him. And he was quiet before them. They still condemned him. So you have to be prepared to bear the same things for Yahusha's sake. You see? Take up your cross and follow me, he said. Are you following Yahusha? Have you taken up your cross? You see?